Alright, so while I'm doing this, I'm gonna get started. Um, I want to talk about why being alone, in my personal opinion, is better. Now, of course, everything I say, like always, take with a grain of salt. Um, you know, everything that I say is from experience or whatever it may be in life. But I personally think being alone is so much better than being with people most of the time. It depends, of course, who you're with because there's some cool people out there. There's, like friends or whatever it may be. And, sometimes it is nice to be with them. But sometimes it's just better to be alone. I don't know. Being alone is just peace. And we have such a negative connotation to it. Like when someone says, "Oh, like you've been alone that long," or "Oh, why you alone?" Like, it's like it's a bad thing. It's like it's a negative thing, but in reality, it really ain't. Like, to be honest with y'all, I would rather be alone most of the time than not because it's so peaceful to the point where it's like you don't gotta deal with nobody's shit. You don't have to answer to nobody. It's peaceful. And I feel like as people we give a negative view on being alone because most of the time when you hear, "Oh, I'm alone," most of the time the first thing we go straight to is like being lonely, whatever it may be, and it's like it doesn't always have to be that way. I think and I'll go into this in a different video, but I mean it's all on your perspective. There's so many ways that you could look at being alone or whatever it may be in life. Like it's all in your perspective, really. If you're if you're the type of person that doesn't really like to be alone, you know, I understand sometimes. Maybe it's not good to be alone 24/7, because as humans we need that. We need relationships. We need connection. We need social. We're social creatures. But I don't know. Being alone is so peaceful. Don't gotta deal with nobody's shit, and especially not being in a relationship the most. Like, and I'm not bashing relationships at all. To be honest, though, I'm not the type of person really to be in a relationship. I used to be, but not anymore. And it's just like relationships are so exhausting. And it sucks because it's like it shouldn't be like that in the first place. Like we even have a negative connotation to relationships because relationships should not be draining you. They should be helping you. Each person should be helping you, but most of the time it's just all fucked up, and that's the reality of it. A lot of things in life is fucked up, but yeah, I think being alone is the best thing possible. You could self-reflect on yourself. You could get work done. Being alone is motivation. To be honest, it's like, you know what? I'm alone. I don't gotta answer to nobody's calls. I don't gotta do this. I don't gotta do that. I could just go to the gym, work out, come home, do whatever. Like, really think of it like that. Like, especially when you're in a relationship or just have a lot of people around you. Most of the time, you don't have time for yourself. And being alone can even go into self care, which, like I said, I'll get into that in a different video. But I'll just like cover the surface. But like, even self care, just the thing about it is, and I've told this to one of my homies before. He was leaving to the Navy, or my bad, he was leaving to the Air Force. But I was even telling him, because like you could just tell when people are off, or you could just tell when people are going through shit. And I was like, dude, I told him, I was like, dude, when you go in a room, no distractions, like just go in a room, right? No distractions, no TV, no phone, no nothing, right? All right, so when you go in a room, no distractions, just have the light on, just be in your thoughts. Who are you? Really, who are you? Look in the mirror, and are you proud of that person in the mirror? Who are you? Are you really proud with your life? Are you proud of what you're doing? Maybe you're working a 9 to 5 and you don't want to do that. Change your life, whatever it may be. But it's like, are you really proud with yourself? And I think as people, we have so many distractions around us to the point where we can't even like think. We can't think. Just for a minute, we can't even grasp the thought of, oh, am I really at peace, or am I happy with myself, or do I need to be better, and whatever it may be. And it's like there's so many distractions around us, TV, phones, people, whatever it may be. Like, really, I I tell every one of you that's watching, go in a room, no TV, no phone, turn everything off, just turn the light on, look in the mirror. Who are you? Are you a good person? Are you a bad person? Are you someone that's gonna be someone in life? What are you gonna be? Who are you? Are you happy with yourself? Cause we don't even have the time to just, like, we don't have the time to self-reflect because we're always busy or whatever it may be. But being alone could go towards self-care, like I said, working out or reading, whatever it may be. Being alone is, it's honestly like, to me, being alone is one of the best things possible. And yeah, sometimes, okay, you could be lonely, whatever it may be, but just understand that it doesn't always have to be loneliness. It doesn't always have to be, oh, I'm lonely, or oh, I need someone right by me 24/7. No, that's not how life is. You gotta understand that even when you're with people, you're alone. And what I mean by this is you're alone in your head 24/7, each day, every day. And no one is truly always going to be there for you. And I think that's something we like have a misconception about, is, oh, this person is going to be there for me 24/7, or oh, da da da. You got to understand, people got shit going on. They can't be there for you 24/7. Whatever it may be in life, like, you got to understand that the only person that's going to take care of you like you is you. No one's going to take care of you like you do. And that's the thing, is you gotta love yourself. And that goes back into just self-loving yourself, or whatever it may be. And it's not anything like weird, because I know a lot of people, or a lot of men, like, they have a misconception of that too. But it's like, dude, you gotta love yourself. You gotta look in the mirror and be like, damn, I'm the man. You gotta look in the mirror and be like, damn, you know what, I'm doing good, or whatever it may be. You gotta love yourself. Because it's like, and I've told this to so many people, and as I'm reading books and getting more knowledge or whatever it may be, I always say this, and it might sound a little confusing at first, but once you get it, you'll get it. You don't have to have other people care about you to care about yourself. And what that means is, you don't always have to have someone to be paying attention to you, or love you, or care for you, or appreciate you, like, or even just talk to you or call you. Like, you gotta understand, you can love yourself without someone loving you. And that's where we go wrong, is because we're always seeking we're always seeking for love in different people but ourselves. When's the last time you're like, damn, I love myself? Or when's the last time you're like, damn, you know what, I need to work on myself, or whatever it may be, towards self-love, you know? And it's just, man, as people, a lot of us are fucked up, and it's just the truth, you know? Like, we cater to other people's needs before ours. Like, you gotta love yourself. You gotta pay attention to yourself, because no one is gonna take care of you like you. And you don't need someone to love you in order to love yourself. You don't need someone to care about you in order to care for yourself. Care for yourself and love yourself when no one does. And that's something big that we need to understand in life. If that person don't love me, you know what? I don't need your love. I got my own love. Or if that person don't care for me, you know what? That's fine. I care for myself enough to care for me, and that's all that I need in this life. And it's just, man, I could talk about this all day, you know? But I don't want to make this video too long. But it's just simple as that, you know? Love yourself, care for yourself. You know what? Look in the mirror and be like, damn, I'm the man. And if you ain't, and you don't feel like you're not, go do something about it. Maybe it might be towards your weight. Maybe you might be overweight. Maybe you're skinny. Whatever it may be. Maybe you are not happy with your appearance. Whatever it may be, inside or on the outside. Go fix yourself. Go love yourself. Go work out. Go read a book. Go get some knowledge. Go build some muscle. Whatever it may be, go fix your appearance. Whatever it is in life, go get it, because no one's gonna get it for you. No one's gonna care for you like you care for yourself, and no one's gonna love you like you love yourself. And if you don't, that's where you gotta start loving yourself, man. You gotta start caring for yourself, because ain't nobody gonna love you like you love you. You know? And always remember, like I said, once again, let me put it in your brain a couple times, because I know most of y'all out there, it's just gonna go through one ear and right out the other. But let me say it again. You do not need someone to care for you in order to care for yourself. And you do not need someone to love you in order to love yourself. If that person don't love you or care for you, that person over there, you know what? It's cool. I love myself and I care for myself enough to be like, you know what? It's cool. I got myself at the end of the day. And that's all I need. And it's just simple and plain in life, man. We overcomplicate it so much. But yeah, man. I appreciate y'all listening to my little rants. And I'll see y'all on the next one, alright?